Hi, my name is Anthony Vicente. I'm the Interpretive Ranger at Umbagog Lake State Park, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a primitive fire using a bow drill kit. A bow drill kit consists of your bow, which can be made of any wood as long as it's nice and curved like this, and a piece of string. So if you're out in the woods, you can maybe use your shoelace or some rope that you have lying around. Next, you have your handhold, which also could be made out of anything. You can use a rock, or a spoon, or what I have here is just a piece of hardwood. And I make a little divot inside here to hold the top of my drill. And this is to keep your hand from getting burned by the drill. Next, you have your fireboard. This is what you use to help make the fire. It's very important that you make it out of a soft wood. So you want to take your thumb and make a dent into it. And if you make a little dent with your thumbnail, then it's good wood to use. And then lastly, you have your drill, or the spindle. And it's just like a long wooden piece that you use to start the fire. So that the blunt end goes into your hole that you have for the fireboard, and it's just going to spin back and forth just like this to create friction. And eventually you'll have what's called a coal baby. It's after a bunch of dust collects inside this notch here, heats up enough, and you'll have a nice little coal. And of course, the coal is not going to start a fire, so you need to have what's called a tinder bundle. And I make this out of cedar bark, and I just shred that up and make this nice little nesting material. Kind of looks like a bird's nest. So I'll show you how this works in action. Of course, I always grab a leaf or something to put underneath where I'm working, so that way when I have my coal baby, I'm not picking it up with my hands, otherwise you'll burn yourself, or the coal baby could just fall apart. So make sure you have a flat surface here, and you got all your materials and you're clear of everything else so you're not bumping into anything. You take your spindle or your drill and you just wrap that around the bow. You grab your handhold and lock that into place. See that little divot right there? Put your foot on the fireboard. You want to make sure that you have your weight down, or else the fireboard is going to go everywhere. And then the blunt end just goes right into the hole there, and then it's just like playing the cello. You just go back and forth. There we go. Now, the cool thing about this coal baby, I call it a coal baby because you have to take really good care of it. So it's like a little baby. And you take a lot of work, it takes a lot of time and energy, and right now I'm kind of out of breath. It's putting a lot of pressure down. But luckily you can take your time with this as long as there's not a lot of wind and you don't knock it over, because this will burn for about, I don't know, 10-20 minutes depending on how much dust you collected. But you got your nest prepared, put it right next to it, and you take that coal and you just kind of lightly dump it and everything that you collected into your tinder bundle, and then you just got to breathe life into it. And there's your fire. And then once you have your fire, you can take it and you place it in your fire structure. And you have fire. That.